if I think I'm lining up that way, I'm still going to hit 9 out of 10 balls right. Just keep hitting.
Okay, hit one more.
All right.
Okay. Okay, hold it right there.
Get ready.
See, take it back and hit one. Hit one more here. Okay, that's an 8 iron right there, right?
Yep.
Alright, stay right there. Let me show you something. Stand over here now. Alright, a couple things I see, alright? Stand right here so you can out of that camera. Okay, number one, we're going to change the left hand of the golf club. And I like a lot of things I see in the swing. I just don't like you at impact. At impact, you're real poor. You've got some breakdown here in the arm, breakdown in the wrist, and you're throwing a lot of right hand in the swing. Okay, so we're going to try to eliminate that. All right. Today I like to work on trying to keep the left wrist, and the number one breakdown in golf, Bob, is left wrist. Okay, so it is vitally important that you return the left arm back to impact. This is always flat. Elbows pointing to the pocket, left arm is firm, wrist is flat. Okay, you come into the golf ball a little bit, you can see your elbow just a tad caving in. Alright, and that's showing me that you've got some soft shots coming into the shot. Plus, your right arm is throwing the club out. Okay, so you're losing it all right here.
Yeah.
That's extremely weak. So we have to get this left wrist a little flatter, and we have to get this right arm back into the golf ball so it's tucked in here and not out here totally. So the answer is, of course, or the question would be for me to try to get you in this position here. It's not going to be easy because you really have a lot of throwing motion. So instead of me trying to tell you what I see wrong, I'm going to try to tell you what I think you have to do.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So we're going to go to the positive side and not the negative side. Okay. Now, number one, when you address the golf ball from now on, make sure that your weight is centered so that you've got some freedom in your toes. The way it is right now, you're on the toes a little bit, and your freedom would be in the heels. See, I want you to have some freedom in the toes. So when you're addressing the ball, you should be able to do this. See, you couldn't do that right now. So if you're holding a heavy weight, you'd be centered this way, and not this way, okay? On the backswing, on the turn of the backswing, take the butt of the golf club, which is the handle of the club. Pretend like that is always centered in your stomach. And when you turn away from the golf ball to about 8 or 9 o'clock, make sure this is centered to the stomach. If you're doing that, then you're showing me that you're making a good turn. Okay? You're not getting too handsy or wristy, okay? So you take the club back with the left arm, right arm, shoulder position, form a triangle. You turn back away from the golf ball, this position here. Right arm then will fold up over the shoulder. Now, here's the key in your whole move. We're going to work on today. Is the right hip. I want you to move the right hip to the golf ball. I don't want you to think about your left knee. I don't want you to think about your left arm. I don't want you to think about your left side. I want your right hip moving to the golf ball. Okay? It'd be the same thing if I asked you to take the right hand of this golf club and throw the golf club down the line. How would you throw it? You would take it back with the right arm here, and you take the right hip. What would you do? You'd make a tossing motion with the right side. So you wouldn't take it back and throw it this way, would you? You'd move to the ball and through the ball to throw the club. And that's how I want you to learn to hit the golf ball. The other thing is your release of the left arm. I'm going to show you today how to draw the ball. So when you leave here today, you're going to hit it right to left. The first thing I showed Larry.
That'll be unique for me.
Okay, I'm going to show you today how to draw the ball. So we're going to try to teach you today to do a little bit of a one-piece takeaway with the butt of the club moving away from the golf ball, so there's a little more stretching motion with the right side. Okay, we're going to try to teach you to fire that right hip into the golf ball. Now I want to try to teach you to release the left arm through the ball and how it's supposed to operate through the ball. Okay, so we're going to stop here for a minute. Grab your
4-iron or 3-iron there, so with 6 wood, I